Hours after the Kremlin accused him of armed mutiny, Russian mercenary boss Yevgeny Prigozhin said on Saturday his Wagner fighters had crossed the border into Russia from Ukraine and were prepared to go all the way against Moscow's military. Prigozhin said border guards came out and embraced his soldiers.
В настоящий момент мы пересекли во всех местах государственные границы. Пограничники выходили навстречу и обнимались с нашими бойцами. Сейчас мы входим в Ростов. Подразделения Министерства обороны, вернее срочники, которых кинули перекрывать нам дорогу, отошли в стороны. Мы не воюем с детьми, мы не убиваем детей. Если кто-то встанет на пути, мы уничтожим все, что будет вставать на пути. Мы протягиваем руку каждому. Не нужно плевать в эту руку. Мы идем дальше, идем до конца.
Prigozhin says Russia's military leadership had killed a huge number of his troops in an airstrike and vowed to punish them. This is the time of Russia. A worried Putin addressed Russian youth as Wagner tensions rise.
У нас действительно прекрасное молодое поколение. Вы хотите максимально реализовать свой потенциал, приносить пользу Родине, людям, действовать ради общего блага. В большинстве своем именно молодые солдаты и офицеры сейчас смело, надежно встали на защиту безопасности и суверенитета нашего государства. Мужественно сражаются в ходе специальной военной операции. Вы, ваши ровесники, хорошо понимаете, любовь к родной стране неразрывно связана с осознанием своей ответственности за ее сегодняшний и завтрашний день.
Several media report that security measures have been increased at government buildings, transport facilities, and other key locations in Moscow. Heavy military trucks and armored vehicles were seen in several parts of central Moscow. But there are also reports that some Russian military personnel have declared a coup and martial law, and that they actually have a fortress plan in Moscow itself. First Deputy Head of the General Directorate of Russia, Vladimir Alexeyev, urged Wagner's leader to stop. The Wagner forces have played a crucial role in Russia's war in Ukraine, succeeding in taking Bakhmut, the city where the bloodiest and longest battles have taken place. But Prigozhin has increasingly criticized Russia's military brass, accusing it of incompetence and of starving his troops of weapons and ammunition. Prigozhin, who has 25,000 troops under his command, said late Friday his troops would punish Russian leaders who attacked his fighters and urged the army not to offer resistance. Prigozhin also denounced Russian justifications for the war as false, saying that Ukraine was not persecuting ethnic Russians in its territory or threatening them, as Russian President Vladimir Putin has claimed. He also accused Russia's oligarchs of being responsible for the war and said they were using the war to try to take resources from Ukraine. He said that they are practically ruling Russia now. The Russian Defense Ministry denied Prigozhin's claims, and Russia's National Anti-Terrorism Committee opened a criminal case against him on allegations that he is inciting an armed rebellion. The Federal Security Services, the successor agency to the Soviet-era KGB, charged him with armed rebellion and called for his arrest as Wagner forces moved forward. Prigozhin said its forces took down a military helicopter that had fired at a civilian convoy. Meanwhile, Ukrainian forces are stepping up their attacks on the front line to take advantage of the ongoing Russian internal conflict. While the outcome of the confrontation is still unclear, it appears that this internal conflict have hindered Moscow's war effort on Ukraine. The government of Russia has urged residents to stay calm, but there is definitely uncertainty. The world is watching. Due to Russia's significant role as an energy supplier, instability within the country will have notable effects on global energy markets. Russia is one of the world's largest producers and exporters of oil and natural gas. Instability within the country will definitely disrupt energy markets, leading to price fluctuations and affecting global energy security. Russia plays a crucial role in transporting energy resources to Europe and other regions. It has extensive pipeline networks and export routes that supply oil and natural gas to various countries. Any instability that affects these transit routes could hinder the flow of energy.
Это не доезжая Ступино. Это даже вообще, это вот чуть-чуть подальше, чем Домодедово. Гонят военную технику и кучу солдат. Просто все, вон, все машины забиты солдатами. Тут какой-то пик, короче. Танки. Что-то страшное, короче, походу будет.
If public dissatisfaction with the government grows and manifests in a large scale, it could weaken Putin's grip on power. Putin maintains control in part through support from influential political elites, security forces, and business circles. If internal divisions within these power structures emerge, leading to significant factions turning against Putin, it could weaken his control and lead to a loss of power. International dynamics and geopolitical pressures have played a huge part in Putin's control. Russia has faced prolonged international isolation and economic sanctions. This could weaken Putin's position domestically and internationally. The sanctions have had varying impacts on Russia and its economy. They have limited access to international financial markets for Russian businesses and individuals, restricted the export of certain technologies to Russia, and imposed travel bans and asset freezes on individuals and entities associated with the Russian government. The effectiveness of sanctions and their impact on Russia's control and stability is a complex and debated topic. While the sanctions have certainly contributed to economic challenges for Russia, including a decline in foreign direct investment and restricted access to technology, they have not led to change in Russia's policies. Vladimir Putin has held a firm grip on power for over 2 decades. His leadership style, political maneuvers, and strategic decision-making have enabled him to consolidate and maintain control over the vast nation. But with the recent internal conflict, Putin's control on Russia could be challenged.